And slowly we can walk to the forum.
So people live there all around here, or are this official houses?
Anywhere. House and stores.
How houses and stores together? So they must have had a lot of stores for selling drinking water.
Yeah.
Or they had free water.
Public fountains.
Oh, public fountains. So they would run around with a wineskin.
See, at the end of this street we can see three big blocks. The meaning is very simple because it was forbidden for the Italians to get in the forum because the forum was the pedestrian district of the town. Anything which was traffic they had to stop here and going back. Because this is the forum.
Where we stop.
So you said in Southern Island, Pompeii, about 15,000 inhabitants. Is that relatively large compared to the time? What would like Rome have, or like a?
At the same time, Rome was the capital with 1 million.
Million.
And Naples was another town with 40,000 people. Just to give you an idea.
Wow.
Okay, we can move a little bit to this way here. See now, this one, this big square, this was the forum, which was the main square of the town, but was also the political, religious and commercial center of the town. Now, there was a beautiful marble floor, as we can tell, we got something left, about 20% left. But this, there was a beautiful square because there was also a colonnade surrounded, well, I said there was a colonnade surrounding this square here, and we can see that there was also an upper floor, a second line of columns where there was a gallery covered where people they could walk around here. Now to the other side of the forum where there was the political power, here there was the political power because there is a big building in that one on the right. That one was the Basilica. The Basilica, you know already better than me, has nothing to do with the church because the Basilica was the law court of Pompeii, tribunal of the town and stock exchange too. Now in that corner on the left there was another small building which we call the Comitium. Well, the Comitium was the room for the election. Now right across from the political power there was another power which was the religious power. You see a temple. That temple was the most important temple of Pompeii because that one was dedicated to the three most famous Roman gods, Jupiter, Juno and Minerva. The best which we can see from here is original, dedicated to Jupiter, the king of the gods. And this base, which we see before the temple, was the altar for the sacrifices. Now, in between these two powers, the religious power and the political power, there was the third power, which was the commercial power. Because all markets they had in between, like this big building which we see here, we see what a beautiful marble portal here. This was the wool market. At the end of the forum, in that one on the right, there was the food market, and to the other side of the forum, in that one on the left, there was the produce market. Now, we see that behind the volcano of Vesuvius, which we can see over there, right in front. But now I want to show you another temple, the temple dedicated to Apollo, which is really very beautiful. Okay, come this way here.
That's the original statue of Apollo? Is that statue original? No?
Shade here is okay. So now we are on way out. Okay, now this was another temple, this big area. Because the temple I did show you in the forum, that one was dedicated to the three most famous Roman gods. But this one was the most important temple over Pompeii. But this one was the most beautiful temple over Pompeii. This temple was dedicated to Apollo, which you can see the bronze here, which is a copy, a replica of the original. The original is in the museum in Naples. And to the other side, we can see another bronze representing Diana. Diana, she was the twin, according to the mythology, she was the twin sister of Apollo. Apollo was the god of the sun, but Diana, she was the goddess of the moon and hunting too. Now we can see the staircase going up to the podium where there was the chapel, where priests they could make ceremonies. And this was the altar for the sacrifices. Well, this base which we see here, really very beautiful because well, by the colors we can understand how elegant was this temple at the time, because this combination of the colors still today really very interesting, gray and white.
Those are the steps to the altar,
Yes,
which is no longer there.
yes, to the podium, the steps to the podium. And we can see that on the left of the steps we can see there is a white column. At the end of the white column there is an Ionic capital, and after the Ionic capital we can see the sundial, you see? That one is the sundial. And at the very end there is a bronze bar sticking out, looks like a needle, something like that.
Oh, there,
And according to the position of the shadow, they could check the time of the day. Okay, now we can move this way here, and then we can be on the way out slowly.
We have
Here, this way.
his statue over there. Over that
To get in the shade to
but
the
it's
other
actually
side.